I have two cute cards for you today using the cross stitch release from Spellbinders and Nichol Spohr. Hey everyone, it's Joy. Welcome to my channel. Now I know it's not called the cross stitch release, but I can't remember the name right now, but we're going to use this cute little rainbow, and then we're also going to use the Christmas part to this. So I'm using Peppermint, Boho, and Neutral Smooth cardstock from scrapbook.com for the paper for my die cuts, and then some gold mirror cardstock for the cute little, my brain just stopped working on what that little thing is called, the little ring. Oh my gosh, my brain is not there. I know what it's called because I have one in my house because I do like to cross stitch. But I die cut these rainbow pieces from the Boho paper pad, and you could, I think I had to die cut this 6 times because I think there's 6 pieces. So you could get 6 different little rainbows. So I definitely kept that in my bag with this because I don't want to waste all that, and I can do that in it for a future project. But I wasn't going to make 6 cards with this right now. So I'm just figuring out what I want to do as far as what colors I want to go next in my little rainbow order here. I love that Boho paper pad, you guys. It is gorgeous. It makes it easy where you don't have to think of a color combination. Like you can just grab the paper pad and just go for it. So that's what I did. I also die cut some flowers. Then there's this cute like little 2 little pieces. They both look like little leaves that will go over the, like, lay over top of 2 pieces of the rainbow that I die cut from a gold mirror cardstock from scrapbook.com. So I want to just start laying my rainbow down. I decided I'm going to tape this in place. This is like the fun little, fabric that you cross stitch with. And it's right at the tip of my brain of what that thing is called. The hoop. There we go. My gosh. So I can lay this out. What I'm doing, because it's going to have a space in between, I'm lining up the bottoms, the 2 bottom edges there of the rainbows, and then you get the right spacing. So I'm making sure that the bottom is pretty much level. And then I think the spacing will turn out nicely. So I'm just going to go in order from largest to smallest. And the background piece to the fabric, and then the hoop piece, that's from the Neutral's Smooth cardstock. And then the Peppermint Smooth cardstock I'm going to use for the little Christmas one that we're going to be doing here in a minute. But this is so cute. I love it. Let's do those little gold mirror pieces. I think this is a fun little extra. I like that this is in the die set. It just adds a little something extra to the rainbow, and I love it. So I'm going to place that one over there, and then we have that other little small one. And reverse tweezers are my best friend because it just keeps your fingers out of everything, and I feel like I can place it down and see it where I want it. Then I have die cut from kind of this mauve, a pink, and a dark blue from that Boho patterned paper. I die cut those flowers. So I have 2 little ones and 1 big one on each side at the bottom of the rainbow. I'm just going to layer them like that. And there is a little centerpiece. I did not use that. I'm going to use something else for the centers of the flowers. And then there's, of course, green little leaves. So again, all the paper is from that Boho patterned paper. I did die cut a lot of leaves. I always die cut extra because I don't know. A lot of times I don't know my full layout or what it's going to look like. So I'd rather have more than not enough. Then I throw in a couple more little flowers on each side, which to me just rounds it off nicely. And then I'm going to do 3 leaves on each side of this. I just think that rainbow is so cute. I love it. So let's tuck in those flowers. Or excuse me, those leaves. Geez Louise. 1 more leaf, and then I will put both cards completely together at the end of the video with the sentiments and everything. But let's do the Christmas one. Of course, there's 4 different stockings. There's a candy cane. You have some greenery. You have a little like holly berry. The stripes for this little guy, so I'm doing red and white. This is all die cut from the Peppermint Smooth patterned paper pad from scrapbook.com. I was struggling with this first little 2 stripes here, but I get it together. And I did speed this up quite a bit because it's just really putting things together. And otherwise we'd be here forever and a day. So I'm getting it figured out now. Then there's little pieces that go on the top of the stockings that I die cut from white cardstock. That's not part of that patterned paper. And then, so all of them have the white at the top. There's this bigger green one here that has like the little toe and heel piece. I do add a little toe piece to another one because I just thought it was really, really cute. Here's a little white piece I'm talking about at the top. But I just love these. They're so darling. What fun little ideas. I just think this is a really cute die set. And the little, add-on pieces essentially are darling. So I'm going to add that little red heel piece. I actually it wouldn't fit right because it wasn't for that stocking. So I was able to put it at the toe, and for the most part it fit right and looked good. So I'm going to leave it there, and it's going to look good to me. Then we have our cute little holly berry that I am going to put on one leaf here, put the berries on. Do the same thing on this other one, but I'm going to do 2 leaves. I just don't want them all to look exactly the same. And then I just die cut 1 piece of greenery, and I'm going to trim off some of those pieces and just place it behind, like it's tucked into the stocking, and then I'll add a little berry on that as well. This one I was just trying to figure out on that other little one what I wanted, but I did want greenery. I do end up cutting a different piece of greenery for that one, and we can tuck that one in as well. Just a little bit of little dot of glue, and then place your stocking on top. Super cute. Now we can adhere these to our little fabric piece, I want to say. And I'm going to alternate kind of the levels, how far up they are. The 2 smaller ones will be on the outside. The 2 bigger ones will be on the inside. I do want them to be popped up with some foam adhesive because I do love dimension, of course. And I'm going to tape that down just so I can, kind of lifts up on the edge, and I don't want to mess up and not get things straight. It did have these little hangers that I had die cut from like a silver mirror cardstock. I opted to not use them. They didn't, because I'm not putting anything up there that these are hanging from, so I opted to not use those. But I do like how they're just lined across the center here. I think it's really super cute. Pop those in place. And then I want to use some other patterned paper that's going to go behind my images here, or my die cut pieces here. I didn't want it just to be, again, a white cardstock. So I am going to use that. I did use gold mirror cardstock for the little, screw piece at the top. So I'm going to adhere that to the rings of the hoop itself, essentially. And so I'm going to use holiday patterned paper and charming patterned paper. Obviously the holiday has these fun little snowflakes, and then the charming has those pretty blue flowers. And the one on the left with the rainbow and the pretty blue flowers just feels like something you would find at grandma's house. Like, that's her wallpaper, and then that cute, she did a cross stitch and now she has it hung up on her wall. That's what that reminds me of. And it kind of reminded my youngest son of that too when I came and showed him the card. He's like, I really like that. It kind of has grandma vibes, which makes sense because I mean I am a grandma, but I feel like this is like a 70 or 80-year-old grandma would have this because they're just so cute and sweet. So I'm going to add some foam adhesive behind my little fabric pieces here because I did want that to have some dimension as well. And I did not want to deal with putting foam adhesive behind that ring. If I'm just being honest, I just didn't want to. So I think it looks good. I still centered it in the hoop itself, but the hoop is not going to have dimension. So this is my lazy hack for getting dimension without having to deal with, having to put it around there. Sometimes you just don't want to, and I just didn't want to. So then the sentiments I'm using are from Tailored Expressions. These are ones that I already have in my stash, One of them is white heat embossed on like a craft cardstock. The other one is gold heat embossed on a white cardstock. The Christmas one says, "May your days be merry and bright." And the other one says, "A note to make you smile." So the Christmas one would be simple strips, Christmas. And then the other one would probably just be the regular original simple strips. I don't remember for sure, but I think it is. But it's cute. And then these will be adhered to a white A2 size card base, but I got to add that little centers to the flowers. I'm using white pops of color. I thought that would just add a little something extra. And then I'm going to add a few of those, a few dots around the stockings, because I think a little bit of white on that background will kind of break up that, you know, kind of tan color. So I'm just going to do a few of those. And then we can take a look at these up close and see how cute they are. I love that little Christmas one. I think it's so fun. That patterned paper is fun in the background. And then we have our little rainbow here. I love it. Turned out so, so cute. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this project. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope that you feel inspired. I also want to say thank you to my patrons, and if you want to become one, you can click the link below in the description.